This is Ryan Kramer again on another topic. The way I think we're gonna do this topic today is that we're not just gonna do the norm of how to handle someone or how to make an outlook of someone, but I think we can all be better people. Some special needs people get offended in other ways because they've been brought up one way and then they've been brought up the other way, So we're going to talk a little about that today, and I think we're also going to talk a little more about how to make special needs people as independent as possible. But those are two topics today, and and there'll be no politics in this. There'll just be a little no politics, but there'll be other stuff will be brought in. So I think what we have to realize is that once a special needs person or a person gets up to a certain age, I think you should start giving them input of both sides. Input of when they watch the news and they ask you a question about a question about taxes or whatever. Don't just bring in don't just bring in what you believe. Don't just say what you believe. You should do both sides. You should say what both sides do and let that person decide at a certain age. I'd say probably at 12 years old, I say you should start letting them decide what path they go down. Because if you decide on them what to do, all you're doing is making them believe in exactly what you believe in and only what you believe in. And some family members in my family were basically all one side, but I'm not always that one side. There's some things that I like on other sides and some things I like on independence, but I view it as my own view and how I want to view the world. There's some things that my dad says that I agree, and there's some things that my dad says I do not agree on. And I see it in one of my friends and the people at work and such, is that they have their own mindset. They know exactly which way they want to go. They don't believe in exactly what the parents believe in. They don't believe in what the guy next door believes in. They don't believe in what that. They have their own mind. So why can't we put that in our special needs people? Why can't, they might not understand a whole lot, but why don't you put it to their level and make them decide? There's the dumbest people. There are the dumbest special needs people and the smartest special needs people. Don't just let the smartest people special needs or the smartest people in the world dictate what the dumb say or do. That's not right. They have their own mind. They just might not understand things the same way that we understand things. So make them understand. Make them understand their way. If it's today's world, if the person asks you how to make a grilled cheese, she might only understand. She might want to only know how to make the cheese and the bread together and to put it on the stove and cook it and fry it up. But some people that are a little smarter, or some people that are a little that know a little more, they might be asking, can I put ham in it? Can I put ham in that grilled cheese? And can I put lettuce and tomatoes? Can I make it like a sandwich, or does it have to be cheese? You make them decide. You ask them, do you like ham? And if they say they like ham, then put ham in it. If they like lettuce and tomato, tell them to put lettuce and tomato. Have them try it. Or tell them, why don't you make both sandwiches? Why don't you make one with just cheese and one with just ham, one with lettuce and ham, and put it together and let them decide what they like. And if they ask you how you like it, do not answer. Do not answer at all. Let them answer first. Let them decide first how they like it. Because if you ask, sometimes if you tell them how you like it, they're going to agree the exact same way you said it, maybe in a different way, but towards the same way. If you let them decide how they like the sandwich, they're thinking of their own mindset. They're trying to think on their own and making it what they want to believe in. You may want them to go to church every day and want them to be Catholic, but when they turn 18, don't push Catholic on them. Let them decide if they want to do a religion or not, or do this or do that. You let them decide what they want. Put all religions out at them and let them pick. And I think also today is how to make people more independent is that my stepdad was a really good person, and when I was doing things that I wasn't surprised, shouldn't be yelling and screaming at my mom until I was like a teenager, he would actually take things away, and I didn't like it. And he told me, and he gave me seconds to stop it. He said, if you go longer than 10 seconds arguing with this, if you can arguing about this, then I'm going to take more things away, and you're going to have it for longer away. And I like that because he actually put it out there. He actually made me who I am today. I think that I have all my meltdowns are away, and I think I have a good house. My mom wasn't sure if I could be independent fully own a house, but I can now, and I have the helpers and the people that can support me, and we have a roommate, and it's working beautifully because I have a job, and my helpers help me get the job done correctly, and they also put me in a society where I should be. They didn't tell me how to be in a society. They didn't tell me which way to go. They didn't say, go up the hill, but stop in the middle. They said, if you want to go all the way up to the top of the hill, you can go all the way to the top. Stop when you want. I may not be going to be able to get up to the top of the hill because I don't have the strength or the breathing technical to get up to the top of the hill, but I'm going to go at the top of the hill if you want. Stop wherever you want, whenever you get tired. When you get tired, not when you should be getting tired. Because we should not tell the people when they should get tired. They should go whenever they want. And maybe if they want to go to Disney World for the day or go to wherever they want to go in the world, if your Susani's kid or whoever says they want to travel somewhere, don't stop there. Don't say no right away. Find a way to get them there. Tell that person. Make it so they know how to get to that point and how to say, well, I'll figure it out. Look it up on the internet, how to get the airfare. Look how much the price is our hotel. Look how much the theme park costs, and let them math it out. And then tell them this is how much you make from your job, and this is and figure out how long it's going to take to save the money. And then you go out there, and once they have that money saved up, then tell them you'll take them there, or tell them at this certain time, at this certain week we can go and bring your friend or whatever, or someone, and there's benefits out there. Like Iris would probably pay for someone to go on a trip with your supposed to need kid or whoever it is to go on the trip, so you don't have to and be perfectly safe. And he figures that out. He just figured out how to go on that trip instead of you saying no right away, or you saying I'll figure it out for him. How is he ever going to learn if you don't tell him how to do it? Show him how to do it. If he can't do it, do what he possibly can do. Do what the level of capability he knows how to do it, and have him do that high of a step. And when he's at that, when you know he can't go any farther, or people know he can't go any farther, then you step in and then you do the rest. But if you know he can do some of it, let him do some of it. Don't stop at the Don't just do it all for them, because that's not teaching them anything. Because if you do everything for them, they're never going to learn how to live independently. They're never going to learn how to do it. And they're going to always rely on the person that they trust the most, or know the most, or doing the most for them. And they're going to keep asking and asking the person to do more and more, because that's all they know. And when you go, or when the person stops doing that, then it's done. Then you made the choice. And they can only learn for so long.